Hello, my name's Archie with Dakota County CDA. I'm here to help your move-in go a little easier and show you a few things that'll help you out. Let's start in the bathroom. Okay, in the bathroom here we have a washer and dryer hookup. We'll start with the dryer. Dryer will go right here. This is your dryer vent. When you hook up your dryer, you need to have a rigid dryer vent or a flexible metal dryer vent. We don't want plastic. Plastic can start a fire. You'll also need a 4-prong plug on your dryer. That'll plug in right here. Washing machine will go right here. You plug your washing machine in right here. And also your hookup for the washing machine. Right here, you have your hot water hookup is on your left, cold water hookup is on your right. These two little knobs you pull down after your hoses are hooked up and you'll have water to your washing machine. Your drain hose goes right here for the washing machine. And that's about it for the washing machine. Okay, in your bathroom also you have a GFI, you have them in kitchens also. What happens if you don't have any power at all to the outlet? What will happen is you'll see a little red light. What you need to do, push the button in until the red light goes out. Well, let's see. And now you'll have power again. Also, you have sprinkler heads in your bathroom. Be very, very careful. Don't hang anything from them. Don't throw anything at them. Stay away from them. If they break, it's going to cost a lot of money to repair all the damage these cause. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get renter's insurance. If these go bad, it's going to be a lot of money to repair them. Also in the bathroom, you have a bathroom vent, 2 switches, one here. They're both lights. You can hear the bathroom vent going. That'll be the big round light. Also comes on with the bathroom light. Vent here for heat in your bathroom. To get it warmer in here if you want to, you can open this up. That gets the heat, more heat down into the room. Okay, also in your hallways you're entering, you'll have a sprinkler head up here. This is a little different design than what you have in the bathroom. Whatever you do, don't hang anything from the sprinkler head. Don't hit it with a couch when you're moving in, mattress. Be very, very, very careful. Once again, I remind you, please get renter's insurance. It'll save you a lot of money in the long run. And when you're coming through with your furniture, these are kind of small hallways. Be very careful with your light bulb. These are glass. They're very sturdy, but if you hit them, they will break. And let's go to the garage. All right, now we're in your garage. What happens quite often is if you have a power failure, your car's in the garage, you need to get out. You can still get out. The only thing you need to do, pull your rope that's hanging right here from the top of your garage. You'll hear a little click like that. Open your door and now you can get your vehicle out. If you want to close it back up, shut it. And you're all set until the power comes back on, then it'll go automatic. But if you don't have any power, that's the only way to open and close your garage. Now we'll go to your circuit breakers. If ever you have, say, a few kitchen outlets that are out or bedroom outlets, what will happen here is a circuit breaker. That's a bad one to pick. A circuit breaker will look a little crooked. You see how the other ones are close together and this one's a little crooked? All you need to do, shut that all the way off. put it all the way back on, and you're all set. Inside your circuit breaker panel are what all these circuit breakers go to. Up here you have furnace, down here the double one's a dryer, laundry, they're all clearly marked. So you'll know which circuit breaker is bad. Well, you can look at them and see which one's bad and also go up here. Okay, also your garage door, when you have power and it's working, let me show you something. That opens your door. And they have electric eyes on the garage door. So kids don't get squished if they're coming in and out of the door. Now be very careful when you move your garage, when you move your garbage can in, or your shovel, or moving anything in, don't hit these electric eyes. You got one on each side. They got to look at each other. What happens most of the time, people put things in front of them. If the garage door won't come down, you call us, we come out. All it is just something in the way of the eye. Just make sure there's nothing in the way of that before you call us. Okay? Also in your garage, you have 2 sprinkler heads. Again, be very, very careful of these. If you're moving anything in your garage, don't, like a mattress, don't move them and hit that. You wouldn't believe the damage these things cause. And like I say again, very expensive. You have 2 of them in the garage, in every garage. Okay, underneath your stairs in your unit, you'll see some water lines, and they'll be marked. You gotta kind of crawl back here. One of them is marked main water shutoff. If ever for some reason you have water spraying all over the place, you can't shut the water off underneath the sink or underneath the toilet. You can always come down here. Your water is now completely off. Give us a call and we'll take care of the problem. Also, this top one is your garage faucet shutoff. You have an outside spigot in your garage. You want to keep that off in the wintertime. You don't want it to freeze. It freezes, it floods the unit, and we've got big problems then. Also, one more thing underneath your stairs. A big square box. This is for your cable TV. If you have dish, cable, whatever, your cable man's going to have to come in here and hook up the wires. So, you know where it is, you can show it to the cable man. Okay, next we have is your mechanical room. In your mechanical room, you have your water heater and your furnace. There's not a lot you can do in here. It's an automatic pilot in the water heater. Should never have a problem with the water heater. The furnace, all that needs to be done is filters changed, but we take care of that. We will change filters once a year. About this time next year, we'll be coming through, we'll give you notes, and we'll change the filters. You want to also be very careful. There's a switch on the side of the furnace. If you have children, like most of us do, they like to get in here and turn that switch off. In 20 below zero weather, you're going to know that real quick. You don't have any heat. Just make sure that switch is up, and you should be fine in just a few minutes. You'll feel heat coming out. If not, make sure you give us a call. Okay, now your water heater. In here we have a main gas shutoff, which is marked. I don't know if you can see that or not. Main gas shutoff. If for some reason you smell gas in this room and you call the emergency number, you're talking to a maintenance tech on the phone, he may have you turn that valve. It probably will never happen, but you need to know where that valve is. Main gas valve. Also, on your water heater, if you don't have any hot water, you can also try this. It's a GFI also. So if that red light is back on again, all you need to do, push this top button, reset it, you should get your hot water back. It'll be a good hour before you get the water back, but it should get there. And down here we have an outside faucet. This is off at the moment. We don't want them on in the wintertime. They stay on it'll freeze and you'll break a pipe and be a heck of a disaster. That's on, that's off. And your water heater. There's an on-off switch on your water heater. Make sure that switch is on all the time. Little kids like to get in here and play with the switch, so make sure it's on. And the little red button here is your, to dial up how hot you want the water. Right now, it's set on B, that's right in the middle. You have hot, A, B, C, very hot, and then low. It's set on B, that should be plenty hot enough for most people. If you want a little warmer, turn to C. It's too warm, you can turn to A, and then you don't have to do anything more after that. And I think that's it. Okay, this is your thermostat and how to operate your furnace. It's really easy to operate. If you see here the 63 degrees, that's the temperature that's in the unit right now. 63 degrees up here is what the thermostat is set at. To adjust that temperature, there's a plus right here. You hit the plus, and you notice we went up to 64. We're going to take this up to 70 degrees. Right there, and the button next to the minus button says hold here. We're going to press him twice. It'll say permanently hold, and you're set for 70 degrees right now. 70 degrees is a good temperature. If you want a little warmer, just hit the plus. If you want a little cooler, hit the minus. We're going to bring this down to 68. Set it again. Permanent hold, and you're all set. Okay, also on the thermostat, you have a mode. If you hit that mode, it'll say cool. Now you're good for air conditioning. Hit the mode again, that's off. Do not ever turn your furnace off in the wintertime. We're back on to heat, 68 degrees. Permanently hold, and you're all set.
Hi, my name's Jim. I'm with the Dakota County CDA. I'm the tech you'll probably see around here for the next couple months, possibly longer. But I'm going to go over your appliances here in the kitchen and kind of show you orientation for your appliances and stuff. So we'll start with the refrigerator here. Your refrigerator does have glass shelves in it, so be careful not to drop like a ketchup bottle or something on it because you could possibly break them. They'll be all preset when you move in. They'll be set on the setting that says recommended. That's where it should be. Usually you shouldn't have to make it colder or warmer. That's usually good. These shelves are adjustable. You can adjust them on different settings here by sliding them out and pushing them in. Okay. Your freezer. Don't overstuff your freezer so that you have so much stuff in there that you can't have room for it to breathe. You're going to have this vent open so that it can breathe and move air properly through the freezer. Okay? Moving this direction, same GFIs as you're going to have in the bathrooms that Archie showed you. If they trip out, you're going to see a red light. This GFI serves other outlets, like this outlet and possibly this outlet. So if for any reason you have an outlet that doesn't have any power, it could be interconnected with that GFI. So all you have to do is reset that. Okay? Your hood vent has a light on it, 2-speed fan. If you burn something, run the fan. It is vented outside, so it'll take the smoke out. So, okay. Range, 4-burner range. Oven, pretty self-explanatory. You have an oven light here and a slide out drawer on the bottom down here. So working this way toward the sink. Your sink has a garbage disposal, has a sprayer for you to clean your sink out. This here is an air gap for your dishwasher. There is nothing that you need to do with this. It does have a cap on it. So make sure the kids don't take the cap, or that for some reason this cap gets lost. That needs to stay on there. And that works in conjunction with your dishwasher, so that's just basically gonna be there. Your garbage disposal, make sure when you use your garbage disposal that you run water with it. And use plenty of water when you're running your garbage disposal. You're not gonna wanna put anything that gets pasty in a blender or anything like that that would clog it up. So be careful what goes down there. No potato peelings, nothing that would get sticky inside the garbage disposal. Underneath, you do have a fire extinguisher. These are tagged and checked annually. It's there for your use. We recommend that you keep it in the kitchen. Most likely if there's a fire, it'll start in the kitchen. Hopefully you'll never have to use it. Okay? Your dishwasher. Your dishwasher, you have a magnet system. You do not have a soft water softener in this building. It's a magnet system, which is a little different style system. So when using this dishwasher, we recommend that you use a no heat dry. Another recommendation would be to make sure that when you first use this, there's a little cap here that says fill with Cascade dishwasher detergent or jet dry. You're going to want to fill this all the way to the top with jet dry before your first use. And then I recommend using dish tabs, like the hard dish tabs, other than powder because they work better. And only put one dish tab in here, close your door, go ahead and fire it up, lock it, put it on normal wash. You're going to want your normal wash light lit up. Basically that's probably the only one, unless you're going to do pots and pans, you can do pots and pans. If you turn this heated dry button on, because there's no softener, it will dry your dishes, but it'll dry it faster, which sometimes can cause sediment stuck on your dishes. So I recommend that you have that off. Okay? That's it for now. Hi, now we're upstairs in one of the bedrooms. I'm just going to go over some information on the windows. Also, this includes the windows downstairs. These blinds are aluminum, so make sure that if you have your windows open, if you're going to open these up, you're going to want to have them in the open position like this. Do not open them while they're down like this because they can cut the strings on the blinds. So you'll have to open them up, pull your blind up, and then I'm going to go over these safety locks on here. These locks are so that the children won't fall out the window. So if you open your window, they're going to stop at about that far open. So to open your window up all the way, you'll push both of these in. They'll click in a closed position so that you can open your window all the way up. Now what's going to happen is when you go back and close your window again, the next time, these are going to pop back out. So you'll have to push that in each time if you want to open it farther than that. Okay? And then to the right is open, to the left your window is locked. Alright? Your ceiling fan light combination, it has light fixture, and also the ceiling fan is controlled off the main switch, which is over here. So on here you have an actual dimmer for your light. On the left, all the way up is as bright as it'll go. Your fan speed, when you go to number 1, is high. And then you have medium high, medium, and low. All the way up is low. All the way down is completely off. You shouldn't have to change anything on the fan except for the direction. The direction on the fan is this switch right here. So if the switch is in the down position, that means the fan is moving air downward, which they recommend in the summertime. In the wintertime, they recommend pulling the air upward because then it doesn't get so chilly in the room. So you'd put it in an up position, that way the fan goes the opposite direction and pulls the air up. So this is what your smoke carbon monoxide combination unit looks like. This is going to be the same as all your smoke alarms. They do have a battery access door on the front. If for any reason that this starts to beep once every minute, that's telling you that you probably have a low battery. These are inner wire connected to 110 volts, and then they have a 9-volt battery for battery backup. So you just push the thing in, And you can pull the battery out. Oh, you're supposed to pull it out. There we go. It's just a 9-volt battery. Make sure when you put the 9-volt battery in, if you're going to replace it, that you have these terminals the same direction as the old battery that comes out. And you just put the new battery in there and close the door. And if it was giving you a low battery beep, it'll take a few seconds, but it should clear. Okay, now we're in the upstairs bathroom. I'm going to go over something with the exhaust fan. They have a light switch here that turns on your light, but it also runs in conjunction with a fresh air vent that's downstairs. So if for any reason that you turn the light switch on and your fan isn't running, don't worry about it. It runs on an outside sensor. So there may be a time when you're in the bathroom here and you'll hear that fan start up and run by itself. Nothing to be concerned about. It's on an automatic exchange system, so you don't have a separate exhaust fan switch. You don't have to worry about it. This is just basically your light switch, and it works in conjunction with the fan. Okay. Back, you'll receive your keys and your mail keys and your garage door opener after this presentation, after you sign your lease at the office. And this is what your garage door opener looks like. It's a little bit small, so make sure you keep track of it. You might want to put it on your visor when you get in your vehicle. Also, if you need extra keys, you can go to a hardware store and have them copied. Otherwise, your other option is we could possibly cut them for you, but it's going to be more expensive at $10 a key. So your best bet would be to go to a hardware store and it would be cheaper for you. Okay?
Okay, we're just about done now. You're going to be responsible for minor maintenance, which means if you have a light bulb that goes out, change your own light bulb. In here in the bedroom, you just take down 3 screws, the globe comes down, and go to the hardware store, try and match it up. Be a lot cheaper than having us calling a work order and having us do it. Say you break a faceplate, just take it to the hardware store for just 99 cents. You can have it replaced. It's not a problem. And if your doorknob comes loose, just take a Phillips screwdriver, tighten your doorknob. If you need help with anything, make sure you Okay, now that winter's coming, we're going to be dropping off a bag of sand for everyone. You get ice on your driveway, your sidewalk, throw a little sand on there, you'll be just fine. Also, your trash cans. You want to make sure you bring your trash can back into your garage right after it's dumped. They'll let you know what day that is. And you're shoveling. Make sure you shovel your driveway completely, all the way to the road and your sidewalk. If you've got a driveway next to someone, if you're right next to someone, don't build a wall between the driveways. Make sure it's just completely cleared. And that's about it.
Welcome aboard.
Enjoy your new home.
Yes.